When communication chaos reigns, Aza boldly flourishes. She doesn't get caught up in the problem. She vibrantly visions solutions buzzing to be activated. And with a flair for turning chaos into clarity, she is the go-to expert in brand voice, delivering results when they matter most. Greetings. This is your sister, Aza Nakir Kosho. And as an inspiration strategist, I work with a Black-owned business, the activist and community builder, the coach or a consultant, by using behaviorology of inspiration in your communications, on your websites, and in every meaningful moment in your ideal buyer's experience with you. I operate under the perspective that every corner of the internet that you show up in is your market space, and it becomes your best 24/7, always on tool for building up your authority when you treat it like one. Why I curate this rich communication confident messaging clarity experience exclusively for you. A backstory. Let's peek into what got us here now. After creatively consulting with nearly 300 Black visionary types since 2015, as we build our digital economy, we always end up asking one of the biggest Black agenda-focused questions. One major insight that usually goes unasked, ignored, or anxiously dismissed. Why do most businesses entertain culture-lacking marketing that sounds like it was shipped out of the same strategic hacks factory that everybody else online goes to? Me and those brave sisters and brothers that I eagerly reached out to, we kept challenging each other, asking ourselves about the different perspectives of this exact critical question, and then went on a courageous soul's quest to answer those. We were determined to pick apart the barriers. We were fired up to scrutinize the problems. We were inspired to shine revolutionary light on the causes. We determined to undertake this tremendous uphill battle and soon uncover the dark and desperate nemesis hiding in plain sight. It's the mass mindset training that takes the perspective that its way is superior over any other, and that anyone who doesn't compromise and code switch, not attempting to fit in or fails to mimic and adopt this oppressive one-way perspective, is inferior or somehow has no intrinsic value or merit of its own. Of course, this is based only on the biased assumption, skewed opinion, or unjustified claim originating from within this supremacy mindset itself. As one can guess, the restrictions of such an outdated, one-sided, and severely constrained thought process, these are absolutely dangerous. Why? Because it leads to blindly following someone else's lead, even to one's own detriment, unnecessary failure, or an untimely, regrettable demise. It leads to putting more mental attention, energy, and focus on what others do, or whatever it is you naively think that they're out here doing. And in that draining comparison trap, you don't have the insight to search for, discover, test out, or prove what actually does work for your own unique circumstances. It leads to a false belief cycle that says a particular answer, certain sets of tools, special resources, or preordained, prescribed solutions are under someone else's control, which means that justice and your rightful open access to whatever it is that you need to succeed, it's always somehow beyond you, out of reach, and at sad sub-zero levels. Hey, that's gatekeeping 101 at its finest, y'all. But we overcame the idea that we had to burden ourselves with these overwhelming obstacles any longer. Those historically set psychological triggers of collective emotional reactions to unresolved trauma, interpersonal connections, inner conflict, and human determinism, as we cite our sister Joy DeGruy with the post-traumatic slave syndrome study and intellectual works. Soon enough, an unexpected moment bubbled up, where all these soulful elements catalyzed, crystallized, and crescendoed into a blazing hot flame of inspiration. And then we cracked the danger of the code switching code. And now, this is the new creative reality for the beautiful Black voice, for our economic independence and ongoing community building. The Inspiration Takeover. This is the exclusive brand voice framework that specializes in capturing, curating, and communicating your unique to you voice. The spirit of this system balances on the edge, set to nourish the ongoing development and justice by revolution in our Black thought and cultural expression. This is the soul's focusing business experience that's set to elevate and evolve every aspect of how we nourish our unity, guarantee our abundance, and bring a much-needed honor into our finest community and nation-building efforts ever.